Hey, Bob here. It's Saturday morning, the 30th of May, and yesterday I glued in the left back purfling, and I ended it right about here, and up here I ended it, okay? And the idea here is to not have the seam in the middle where people are naturally going to look. And I always bring it past it so you don't ever see it. Now, just to speak quickly, the preparation of the route is really important. Not only for the purfling, but for the binding. So I've got it the right depth and deep this way and the right depth this way. I have scraped the bottom of the bindings and sanded them on the corner that goes into that route. Just in case there's any little idiosyncrasies in there, which I've sanded and scraped with a sharp chisel. I'll just scrape it sort of like in this direction, if you will. Smaller than this chisel though. And the other thing I do is I take a chisel here and I make this a lot shallower. I keep it just proud of the back, but I want to chisel it down a little bit right there to make the fitting more precise. You can see if I line these two up, you really can't see. I've done the same thing here. I've planed this down. I've chiseled that down a little bit too. It's still proud of the back. And this is I like to work left to right when I do purflings. So I'm going to start with this joint here. And by the time I go all the way around, if you will, and I get up here to the top, I've left about 1 millimeter longer up here on the purfling. And when I get everything glued and taped to the middle of the upper bout, I will make my final adjustment up here. Right now it's about 1 millimeter long. With a sanding block with 220 grit sandpaper and maybe with a chisel, excuse me, with a shingle and a sharp chisel, I may make an adjustment to make that perfect. But in any case, just to give you an idea what I do, I will make that a perfect fit. It can't stick out. It can't bulge because the binding has to go, the purfling has to go all the way in. So essentially I'm looking for a perfect fit. If anything, just a hair long, okay? And that's it. I'm about to glue this in. And like I said, both ends I've chiseled down a little bit lower because I'll have more accuracy if I can get everything lower. But when I'm done, you will not see the seam. Your brain is not going to be able to understand it because it's not where you think it is, okay? So that's it. I got my my tape all prepared down here. I don't think it's in the frame. It's not, it's out of the frame, but down this way I've got all my tape prepared and I'm ready to go. I'm just going to get some hot water in my bowl. I'm using Type Bond 1 and of course, just like yesterday, a paintbrush and glue clearing chisels right here. Just odd offcuts of Brazilian rosewood in this case, sharpened to a chisel edge. I think that's about it. This, of course, after this is done and it's dry for a day or so, I can start putting on the bindings. I'll start with the left binding, and then after that's all dry, I'll do the right binding. I do each thing separately, and this does extend the length of time it takes to make the Desmond guitar, but it also helps me get closer to perfect fits and so on. I've seen a lot of guitars where things weren't fit very well because they tried to do everything at the same time, purflings and bindings. In fact, Manuel Velasquez used to do everything at the same time, and I used to watch him, and it was apparent to me that you're doing too many things at the same time. A little mouse just creeped into my recording studio here. A little mouse named Elizabeth, but she's trying to be quiet. Anyway, so yeah, I like to do things separately. That gives me more control over the final outcome. Okay, Bob checking out. Thanks for watching.